Hello to all. I am here to review the SketchThemes full screen slider theme, and I want to tell you that I'm not reviewing it because I review things. I'm reviewing it because it's brilliant. It is, by and large, there's a big trend that's moving toward infinite scrollers. And right, if you're watching this, you probably know what that means. Infinite scrollers just go on and on and on and on and on and on and on forever. The reason for that is that recently there's been a trend in the market that because of things like Facebook and what have you and Tumblr, people like to just go on and on and on and read content. Now, that's really good for some market verticals, and it's really bad for others. What I feel that this has done has taken the problem with infinite scrollers and fixed it by doing a couple of things. And I'll get to those in just a sec. But for the moment, I want to say that this theme would work fantastically well for anybody who needed a website that was going to be for interesting cold contacts in any sort of product at all. What it probably won't be good for is a website where there needs to be a bunch of back and forth communication. In the case that I needed to use it for a client, it was for luxury furniture, and that being the case, people are going to show up here. They're going to they're going to find like 5 or 10, maybe 10 or 20 different competitors, and they're going to instantly judge the nature of the work that they see and want to continue on or not. So I believe that the idea that they have this full-screen gorgeous image here that you can replace with your own goods or services is absolutely awesome for high impact at the top of a sales funnel and for attracting interest. And the problems with with infinite scrollers, they have reduced by having this cute little Start Here button, which brings you immediately down to what is a much more comfortable environment with tabs and what have you. So the user gets to be impacted with this beautiful screen and whatever you want to put on it, right? And you can do a lot with that. Actually, one quick thing. It would be really nice if you could float a call to action right here, or if in the future revisions of this theme they would float the option for a call to action right here. Or somewhere, because not having a call to action at the top is a little silly. Right. So, moving down here, they have gotten rid of most of the problems with infinite scrollers, which is that if you're scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, say you liked something somewhere, you don't know exactly where it was anymore. And so maybe you scroll up, maybe you find it, maybe you lose it, but in this case, if they liked the portfolio, they have this nice little floating bar that demonstrates what's going on at all times. And that is so fantastic. It's really brilliant. And it's so simple, and it's so user-friendly. So if you want to go all the crap all the way down to the blog, then you can do that. If you want to find something that you saw in the services, you can go back and do that. But it satisfies, from the get-go, the user's desire to just keep absorbing information without needing to make complex decisions or even simple decisions most of the time. So what ends up happening in most websites, as we all know, is that there's usually a tabs and a categories bar along each side, and the user doesn't know if what you meant by the company in the categories over here is what they're looking for, because maybe that's kind of like an about section, except different. Maybe that means this is how your company's financials work. Maybe it's any number of things. So the user always suffers this kind of paralysis by analysis, and this theme really takes care of it. You load up your sales funnel the way that you want it, from the top to the bottom, and it's just sexy. That's the word I'm going to use. So I would call it a shameless plug, but I don't actually know the people who developed it any more than to have had a couple of interactions with them in which they were very, very attentive, and I was really happy with it overall. The complaint that I had about the theme actually gets they solved for me by coming in and helping me, set the thing up. They don't have great documentation at the time of this video about how to set up the theme, but I myself have made a quick nuts and bolts video. It's about 20 minutes long that will help you set it up for yourself. And I cover, I think, most all of the relevant topics. And so, right. Their documentation will get you a little ways, and mine will probably get you the rest of the way. This theme is absolutely worth purchasing. It's gorgeous and really highly functional after it's set up. So you should be able to set up using the other video. And yeah, so congrats to these developers. They the only thing that they lacked was documentation. And if they can provide that, it'll be more concise, I'm sure, than my own, which is a little rambling. And otherwise, yeah, this is absolutely beautiful. So I recommend it, for sure, for absolute sure. As discussed, it would be great for a high-impact, tip-of-the-funnel, cold contact site where you wanted the user to perform a specific action right, like today, perhaps tomorrow, but when they get here, high impact, and you want them to take an action fast instead of having a relationship with them first. And frankly, that's most products on the web. Most products on the web. Perhaps not information products, perhaps not a couple of things, but most products on the web. So here we have a template that really rocks for most products on the web. I guess you wouldn't want to do it if you were like an eBay sort of site, either, but right. I think you get it, and holy crap, good stuff. I'm going to leave over and let you decide for yourself. For the moment, I guess thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the flip.